Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dead Cells. I know it's strongly advised to play with a controller. I'm using the wrong controller. I was holding my PlayStation 4 controller, thinking it was my Logitech Xbox 360 analog. What did we do last episode? Dude, it was a good episode. Impaler 1+. Double Notch Bow 1+. We gotta try it, right? It's incredibly good to start with. It's a little weird, but I'm extremely okay with it. Oh man, what are we gonna do? We're so early. We're so early. I love a little brutality. Don't get me wrong. Enemies also freeze when they die, I think, here. The big thing in the last episode, for certain, is that we got that new rune that allows us to bust through the ground. Flamethrower turget? Am I okay? Hey, give me the heavy turret too, and give me the ceiling turret. 2 turrets. Hey, this one wants to pierce the target. That's what I said now. With this one, it freezes after impact. Go ahead now. Okay, that's 2 princes. 2 princes. By the Spin Doctors, coming straight out of 1991. The Spin Doctors, 2 princes. Sell that bad boy back. In hindsight, we don't want to go brutality. We definitely want to go for like a skill-focused build based on our loadout thus far. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. We did go skill-focused last time. And to be honest with you, it might have been the best run we've ever had. We didn't win because we still like endlessly get bodied at the castle, but a lot of stuff to build on from that last episode. I'm feeling pretty way up. I feel blessed, you know? So if we go toxic sewers now, we can then go old sewers. And by going toxic sewers, old sewers, apparently my brain has lost all ability to speak English. We should be able to get a new rune, or we get the wall climbing rune? Is that the case? And if so, all of a sudden, like, the whole game opens up to us and I can really start feeling like a Dead Cells master. I will be writing a brand new chapter to be a master. You guys like, you watched the Pokemon anime when it came out in North America? I did. I did indeed. Come by it honestly, you know? I was a big fan of Pokemon. I don't want to act like I'm cooler than now, but I was probably like the 2nd or 3rd kid into Pokemon at my school there. That's right. AKA basically royalty. What happened? Well, the series left me behind. Dude, we totally want a Frantic Sword because it scales with purple. We got a very similar build. Oh, we can't sell it. That's right. A similar build, at least in concept, to our last one. Nah, I don't know. Vampirism, I don't see myself using it. I'm more of a set it and forget it type of guy with my skills, at least for now. I want to try something. It kills you real quick. We could use elemental synergies, but apart from that, I'm a big fan of how this is working out right now. Secrets? I really like, you know, a lot of franchises go like this for me. I can sustain interest in something for a long time, but the tendency for me is as soon as I lose interest in something, it's like lost forever. When I was into Pokemon, I did like projects on it in school. I did my, you know, speech in 7th grade on Pokemon. I was like a turbo nerd. Pokemon Gold, Silver come out, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. For whatever reason. Never touched it again. To this day. Like 19 years later. So I'm going to save my goodies, and we're going to go for cooldown delay, even though we do every time. Because this run is not... Oh, we don't need that right now. This run's not about variability at the present moment. This run is about checking this alternate path. We got to be careful to make sure we spot it, by the way. As long as we explore everything, we should see it. We just have to recognize it when we see it. Shots piercing the first target is pretty good. Didn't use any abilities there. We should start popping those out. Dude, it's actually, like, very, very good. The other thing is, actually, you know what? With the current build we have, we don't have to rock cooldown as much, because the cooldown is already, like, 6 seconds. Now, it's great for damage scaling, but the cooldown is already low enough that that might not have been the best mutation choice. Obviously, we can afford the, and that's a wall climb right there, I think. We could afford to go with a different mutation. It's like 4,900 gold. But for now, just keep it in mind. We might want to take another purple mutation. I tend to trust the game developers more than myself, at least in concept. What's going on here? I thought it was just parallax scrolling. But I still, like, so many of the other ones, I'm like, who wants damage per second when there's no enemies around? What we might want for damage per second is damage per second when you're near a deployable tactics item, because we're going to be standing relatively close to our turrets. I don't know if we're always going to be in there giving them the business, because, you know, part of the rub of having turrets is you kind of want to be able to set it and forget it. I'm loving the scroll life. Still want to go here, yeah. So we are running 2 tactics builds in a row, but honestly, you should probably just, like, accept that that's an extremely good turn of events, because before that, my whole life was brutality. That's a little bit menacing. Do we have anything that does damage to frozen targets? No. See you later. It's not my real life being brutality, but every Dead Cells run we had in our entire lives was brutality themed. So I think it's actually strangely varied. Like a box of Body Burt's jelly beans. Body Burt's. That's one for the Canadians out there. All sorts of Canadian PSAs and stuff that, you know, I don't mind tossing them into videos, but I gotta be cognizant of the fact that, you know, for better or for worse, the default frame of reference is American. So if I mention a Heritage Minute about James Naismith being upset that people are cutting holes in the peach baskets, or wait, well, I got it all wrong. It's really the groundskeeper was mad about the holes being cut in the peach baskets. But anyway, I digress. I know that only like 20% of my audience is gonna get it. See you later. I see why they structured the floor this way now. If I make a joke about the Great Canadian House Hippo, I know that, you know, a certain percentage of people are just going to smile and nod and say, oh, there goes Grandpa's dementia again. Hey, heavy turret, what you gonna shoot at? How's about shooting at one of those enemies? Worked a lot better than expected. So I will say, you know what we don't like about this run right now? Ceiling turret. Really great, doing a lot of good work for us right now. I mean, this run, it feels so smooth right now. Very easy to control as well. There's not a lot of puzzle solving going on here. There we go. But the ceiling turret requires a ceiling. Most of the time, that's not going to be too bad. But we know that our first boss fight does not have one. Oh, dude, let's actually go. Special door I've never been able to enter before. Okay, so we have the old sewers, but we got so much stuff left to do on this floor. We could leave this floor looking like a snack, dude. Like, we're already doing okay, take a second to heal up. We're already doing pretty well from, like, a damage department. We could use a level in survival. In general, though, my thinking is we should probably wait on the level of survival until we get a, I don't remember what kind of scroll it is. You know, they all have their own unique names, but whatever the scroll is that's like, Probably don't want it. Probably don't want any of these. I don't really want to pay $1,400 just for something to sell. I'm happy with the bow's DPS right now. I think, you know, maybe there's something to be said about a freeze. Hear me out here. A freeze into our turrets. I know our turrets are going to ignite, but it just helps keep the enemies at bay, maybe. We'll try to roll it at least. It's not like we're using our bow for damage that much. So then we immediately got an ice bow, which is actually like exactly what we're looking for. Honestly, I'm quite a fan of the frantic sword right now. Yeah. I don't think we should turn up our noses at a melee weapon that scales with purple. Not an easy thing to come by on a run like this, so seems good to me. Oh, hello, my friend. I am bad. Hi, bad. I'm dad. We're missing treasure, man. Can't find a treasure, man. I knew there was a joke in there somewhere. I felt it deep in my soul. You guys like Pearl Jam? Whoa! That's not really that helpful, actually, in hindsight. But it means we should stay on the lookout for that rune just randomly on the ground. She looks around at the map in vain. Can't find a treasure, man. That was a little scary. Come on, there's gotta be some treasure. No? It's right there, you fool. I don't even know why those exist, but I'm gonna keep smacking them. I'll stop doing it when you stop smacking. Alright, so our preliminary proceedings are complete here. Loving this run so far. Big fan. Assassin's Dagger. Even the DPS from that is pretty bad. Probably because of the scaling, but regardless, we're going to move onwards here. And yeah, I'm happy with where we're at. Next mutation, we should try to get something that scales with purple, because we're going to be taking a lot of purple levels. I think we should take the one that gives you damage per second when you're near your own turrets, or your own deployables, shall we say. Your deployable shields. Gracia. First time going to this level in a little while. Little afraid, but gotta admit the saffron glow gives me a certain sense of contentment, acquiescence deep in my gut. Plus, we did the old sewers many times in the, you know, substantially older version of the game. Obviously, I'm assuming things... Oh, I remember these guys. Immediately. These mushroom lords create spikes on the ground. Looking like a fool with their spikes on the ground. Keep it up. So far, so good. This is actually going extremely well. If I could hit, like, conservatively, if I could hit, like, 8 levels of, tactics here, I'd be a very happy man. Because right after this is guaranteed to be the Black Bridge, right? Is that correct? That'd be enough damage to feel real confident against the boss. Yeah, I think I'd be more than happy with that. It's always a little bit of a lull in Dead Cells. Like the early game, a little bit on the easy side, let's be honest. At least once you've got the learned experience. And then the castle is a damn nightmare. Mushroom Lord. But I'm just trying to, like, you know, enjoy it. I'm thinking, like, the early game, it's like the early game of Isaac. It's all about accruing advantages that'll benefit you later. Yo, those are fjord enemies. I killed, like, 2 of them without even thinking about it, but Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, those are enemies you encounter on the fjords. So they're not messing about. Now, they're probably a little weaker here. That's no joke, though. Dude, scroll enemy, I love you. Loving you is easy because you reward me proportionally. Did you know, and this is extremely DAE, well, it's not programming, it's a Reddit thing. Wow, that was extremely painful. The singer of that song is Maya Rudolph's mom. Who's, oh! You fools! You might be saying, who's Maya Rudolph? She was on SNL. She played the lead female role in Idiocracy. She's in things. Okay, so we're looking actually terrible now. We have 1 heal remaining. We got bodied, juggled. Learned a very important lesson. And that lesson is that we cannot afford to get hit by the tactical mushroom action. Yo, I should be able to break. Yeah. Take me 1 step closer to the edge. No! I'm so mad! Like, I'm actually mad. I'm mad at myself, but I'm also mad at the game for debating me like that. Sorry to use Twitch language in real life like some kind of weirdo. Okay, you know what? Let's go for it. Give me the scroll. Lightning bolt. Nah. Okay. Watch out for mushroom lords. You have to approach this with a certain sense of fearlessness. Hello? So they do still make enemies, I'm happy to report. These aren't my ideal foes. At the same time, we don't have much of a choice. Thank God, okay. So 4 enemies down. The minions don't count, unfortunately. Unlike at the box office. He's burning. He's burning like a mid-tier Sean Paul song. Genius? Genius levels? 2 enemies to go. You know, you learn, I think, in Dead Cells, aggression's the name of the game. Please. Just 1 semi-simple, predictable enemy. This is the kind of scroll we were looking for. We'll put a level in survival now. This will be a very tragic time to be hit. Please. I can't climb that. This is like the longest I've ever been attached to the curse chest. It just never ends. It's a shop. I don't want these. They're not good enough. They don't scale with purple, Dad. I told you, I'm a purple lord. Oh, a regular chest. Might be throwing out the baby with the bathwater, sticking with the stuff we got on the first floor, but you know, trying to isolate the variables as much as possible. We messed it up. We made it out, but we messed it up. What did we mess up? Well, I very foolishly interrupted my own freeze to do damage. It worked, but it was very dumb. I have a new strat. Oh! Where's this mushroom? Where's the mushroom? I see it now. It's gonna take me a second. I see a scroll. Shouldn't just be diving, dude. If we land on spikes, it's gonna be a nightmare, but... Oh. I don't want to do those anymore. I'm scared. This floor, like... Oh, no. This floor is not messing around. I thought it was gonna mess around. I used to think the old sewer was basically like the same degree of difficulty as the toxic sewer. Clearly, I look like a darn fool now. Ooh. Little scary. No! No! That's the closest I've ever come to, like, an actual, like, clickbait YouTuber reaction to something. And it was genuine fear. I saw my whole run slipping away from me. And I was very upset. Oh, you're still alive. So, it's a very be careful what you wish for sort of situation. We've accomplished our goal of having 10 levels, well, 9 levels of, let's go. Oh. Of having 9 levels of tactics, but, we have no HP. If we lose this run, it'll be because we took so much damage early. And I'm fully aware of that fact. I'm cognizant. It also, I feel bad because it seems like there's a lot of floor left that, you know, if we find unexit, which I mean, it should be the exit to the Black Bridge no matter what. If we find unexit, we're out of here. Just about the scariest moment of my life. We also probably used some heals suboptimally. But now we got guaranteed crits. So who's laughing now? Well, let's see when the floor is over. Yeah, try not to. Oh, dude, I don't want to fight an elite. Are you crazy? Help. We'll see how the floor looks when we're done. Maybe we can fight an elite. I'm not banking on it. This would be a really, really sad run to lose. Because we look absolutely dominant. Look at that. We look absolutely dominant as long as we don't die. Like, again, I've said it before, but the ease of use on this run is really, really something. Oh, I saw my life flash before my eyes. What's up with that acid there? It was doing some weird stuff. Like, this is an extremely set it and forget it style of run right now. Everything's working in concert. Just don't mess it up. Every time I see an area like this, I'm like 100% chance this is the exit. Where are you taking me? It's a heal. We should really use it. You probably get 1 use per floor, is my guess. But look at that. Okay, now we're healed. And this is the Black Bridge exit, I'm assuming? The Insufferable Crypt! Okay. I think that means we fight the Watcher. Someone in the comments was telling me about that. Now, as much... I know we're leaving a little gold behind. You'll have to forgive me, but gold is not worth anything to a man of my stature here. Never mind. It's extremely important. What I was gonna say is, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm going to fight this elite. Why? I don't know. It's a check mark unchecked. Shield elite, top tier. Wow, that was really good. We got a tactics level up. Actually, real useful. Now, dare I explore? Trust me when I say that I'm very wary to do this. Did I see a scroll on the map there? Sinew slicer. We'll check it if we live. Trust me when I say that I'm very afraid of our current position. Not taking it as a guarantee that we're gonna live. But I would very much like to. I think there's some goodies left for us to explore here. Yo! Extremely dumb play on my part. What do you got for me? Ivy grenade? Crusher, extra damage on a burning target. It does synergize a little bit with a turret. Covers the ground around you with flammable oil. I don't know. Honestly, everything's working out pretty well for us right now, but we can pivot to a new series of like purples. I really like our current setup because they're not oh, we can't go that way. I see. They're not gated by the timer. You know, the timer on them is extremely pleasant. It's like 5 seconds, so oh, we can't go that way either. Fair enough. So I believe if we kill the Watcher, we'll unlock the rune that allows us to wall climb. But the Watcher, not necessarily a tough boss, but I haven't fought him since we played the game for the first time like almost a year ago. Maybe more than a year ago. He used to be the final boss. You would beat him and then you'd go to the wharf and then they'd be like, this is where the game ends. Maybe it still is. If you go this path. I don't know, I suppose. You know, maybe this is the right time. Increase our health. I do think ceiling turrets should be pretty good. Maybe it's Crypt then the Watcher? No, it's straight to the Watcher, huh? Yeah, so this guy, he used to be a real jerk. But you could kind of game him. I don't remember how. Yeah, so he does that. I fully remember. Oh, that's right, it's the tentacles. I remember all about these tentacles now. No ceiling turret to help us out here. Yeah, the tentacles get a little nasty. So far, so good. Messed that one up a little bit. Might be slow. Did he build a resistance to it? Maybe, I'm not sure. Dude, I love that they aggro the turret. It makes my life extremely easy. Ah, that's bad. This guy seems highly nerfed. Those turrets used to take like a... They're not turrets, sorry. Those tentacles used to take a pounding. Which is not the right verbiage to use there. Let's heal up real quickly just to make sure we're not... Oh, that's the wrong place for that. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna eat it real nicely. Helps that you can interrupt like every single attack he ever does. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the one you want to watch out for. These guys, They used to bring a little bit more juice, to be honest with you. Let's not get too cocky yet. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? But even the damage they do on hit is not that bad. Let's heal up real quick just so we're safe. Whoops. I think it's very telling. That's not where that should be. It's very telling that we can be a little sloppy and still be, like, comfortably crushing this dude. Who is now actually dead in a moment here. Yeah, that was, like, surprisingly, insanely easy. Counterattack. Magic missile, magic missile. So is that the end of the... Oh, Slumbering Sanctuary. Can't climb that yet. Alright. So we are going to continue going on here. That boss feels like it might have actually been easier than the Black Bridge now. So what do we want? Heavy turrets, really? That's not where you want to be there. Heavy turret, ceiling turret, etc., etc. There we go. We can get both. Start heavy turret. Ceiling turret. 20 cells left. Let's go electric whip. We might want to replace the frantic sword with it, although I very much doubt it. And I guess we'll ice frost blast. That's the one. Extra damage on a burning target and piercing shots. Poisons the victim and pierces. 486 damage per second. Extra damage on a poison and extra damage on a burning target. Yeah, you know, I mean, the sword has done great work for us, but does poisoning? Nothing burns, but the poison might be worth it. I'm willing to give it a shot at least. I don't necessarily think it's a good primary weapon. I'm willing to roll with it for now. And I have no idea where the game goes from here, so again, it's another good Dead Cells episode. Any episode in which you get to experience some new stuff. Sign me up, right? If you don't go down like if you don't go down elevators like that, I should say, you're a cop. Congratulations. I've just outed you as a police officer. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just telling you, you know, if you haven't taken your... We can't see enemy health bars. If you haven't taken your examination at the police academy yet, you may want to do so, because I think it's a career that's right for you. So the Slumbering Sanctuary is new. New to me, at least. Help. But the enemies are not new. Help. They've been around since I played. Like this guy, the priest who makes everybody invisible. Yo, we made a colossal mistake. Six cells in there. For what? We should never on Earth have gotten rid of the frantic sword for the electric whip as a primary. Maybe as a secondary. As a primary, you gotta be some kind of fool. Luckily, our turrets are doing a fantastic job. Unfortunately, and this is not a terribly bad thing, but unfortunately, you know, the whip doesn't get much of a chance to deal damage because the turrets themselves are already so good. It's like we don't really do much to enemies until they get poisoned. But once they get poisoned, they're already dead, more or less. So we're really on the lookout for another purple weapon. I would take like a bow at this point. Infantry bow might be the best. You know, you might think I have a death wish, but these have served me well. And who knows, maybe it's what we need heading to the castle, is like every cursed chest ever made. Nah, anything that causes us to take more damage, I tend not to... I err on the side of caution, as ridiculous as that may sound. I don't know how we get through those. So, extreme Monka-S moment right there. But we made it. I actually don't know how you pass through those. I hit RB. I smacked him. Maybe you can roll into them. Just don't get confused. There might be an enemy down here. Thought I saw some movement. Can't roll into it. Can't freeze it. I don't know what to do there yet. Hopefully we'll uncover something. Or, alternatively, I suppose I could just be trapped here forever. Very confused as to how to proceed. Well, if we die, we'll die with some gold in hand. Hello, can you teach me how to open these doors? These must be like fast travel doors or something. Okay, real enemies. Two dead already. We should go up. Up is our safety net. We're very strong. No, I thought it would make it. As you can see, like, we're not getting pushed around. I don't really want to fight that elite. Not yet. I don't really want to fight that elite. Not yet. I see banners. I run. The only banner I respect is of the Bruce variety. Dude, the heavy turret is so good. So you gotta land, freeze, heavy, jump. Beautiful. We gotta kill 2 more enemies. Dude, you wouldn't. We gotta kill 2 more enemies, but the only enemies we can fight are these elites. Okay, so this is, in all likelihood, how we die. But maybe this crappy minion will summon some minions who are horrendous. We killed an elite, and yet we are not free. This is a cruel world. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna force me to fight this guy to open all the other doors. What a world. It appears to me we freaking did it. That's incredible. Spider rune. Oh, we can wall climb now, right? Let's go, dude. So this is doubtlessly the strongest run we've ever had. Oh. Let me guess. Doors are open. Or maybe it closes a different set of doors. I don't know. Anyway, we're free to go here. Oh, I really did. Excuse me? All new enemies. So it's kind of a cool idea. Like a short floor that has doubled enemies or something. Or you go through it twice, I should say. It's amazing to me that we made it through this. Sincerely kind of incredible. Because we killed 2 elites as our final 2 enemies while being cursed. And straight up, our heavy turret, ceiling turret combination, assuming we're fighting enemies... Ah, I see now. Assuming we're fighting enemies that see fit to fight in a room with a ceiling, they're gonna have a real hard time. Because, I mean, have we even... Well, we have taken damage, but we haven't taken much. Just an ivy grenade, huh? It's a little weak. Like, we're... Especially with a weak primary weapon to be doing this well. Has me feeling pretty good. Like, even... Ooh, I don't know about that. That one might have hurt. Dude, how could you not keep going tactics here, right? Like, that indicates that they're immobile. And now we can climb walls and, like, no loot will ever be lost to us ever again as a result of this. Lightning bolts. Kind of tempting, isn't it? If you use it for too long, it hurts you. DPS is better. Sure. I mean, it's not like we should experiment because we should be experimental because we're not happy with our primary anyway. We barely use it. Clock tower. Hold up. I hate that there's no teleporter down here, but life goes on. So this is the most unified I've ever been able to make a run. I can't believe we only have 2 levels. Well, we have 1 level in strength and 1 level in brutality. And honestly, the level in brutality did not need to be there. I feel like I took damage there. I know... that one was just dumb on my part. I know that you take damage from using lightning bolt too often. Or sustaining it for too long, I should say. I'm trying to figure out how long is too long. And how long must I sing this song? Death Orb. Extra damage on a frozen target. But how on earth... Don't make me laugh. How on earth could I justify getting rid of, like... I mean, the heavy turret is amazing. The ceiling turret, I guess we could replace it. The damage that this is going to do is absurd. And I think we're done. I think this is the end of this floor. This is a cool floor. I'm for it. For now, at least. Starting to come to terms with how to use this wall climb. Feeling a little bit better. Sense of discovery tickled. Could this be the blessed run? At this point, I definitely want more scrolls, just for humor's sake. Rest assured, I did not neglect to notice. Our Death Orb does extra damage against frozen enemies. Our Lightning Bolt continues to be kind of bad, I think. Not very smart. Forgot about you guys. It dissipated. 58 enemies remain. Okay, we gotta be smarter with the way that we approach this. I mean, we might take damage just from the souls only. No! All trying to be a little too sneaky. Oh well. We're still like, I'm in love with this run. Except for our primary weapon, which is indeed horrible. At least for our current build. So we're gonna leave. And then we're gonna go. I do kind of miss ceiling turret, but remember ceiling turret, it's a little situational. What do you give me again? We could get a repeater crossbow. We can get close to a repeater crossbow. I'm willing to give it a shot. Because I think that having a bow will be better. Clock tower shouldn't be too tough. This is a long... We're probably going to the castle. I think our methodology is very simple. We freeze enemies with Y, and then we LT-RT. We really want LT, which is our Death Orb, to get the extra damage against a frozen target. Because then it does something like, you know, 2.4 thousand per second or something, which is legitimately ridiculous. Yeah. And the cooldown is also stupid. Yeah, this'll work. I wish, as weird as it sounds, I wish we never got rid of the Frantic Sword. I kind of knew what kind of glorious gift I had. Because I was like, oh, this is a special item for us. But I let it slip away. Thinking like, oh, there's no way the item we get early is going to be that valuable for us. And I think that was a foolish mistake on my part. Oh. Pains me a great... It was healing. It's against the Geneva Convention. Anyway, Clock Tower is also a scroll-rich environment. It tends to be. There's one right there. Hey! This is dumb. Like, okay, I love you, Motion Twin. Please put the scroll in like a different room so you're not constantly accidentally hitting the elevator. I know you can mess about and get the tooltip to show up more appropriately, but don't get cocky here. I already used 2 heals. See, that's what we're looking for. And if you can get the lightning bolt to work, more power to you. I don't know what the slow-mo is, but maybe a near miss? Maybe it's my processor? You know, 3rd time's a charm, or maybe in this case, 3rd time's a harm. We'll see. Cursed Sword. Or is that the Sadistic Cult Dagger? I can't remember. Dagger of the Sadistic Cult. Honestly, I think we'd rather have it. Your highest tier applies to this. Yeah, we're so lucky. So this will scale on purple. We are cursed, don't forget that. You gotta get them both. Beautiful, okay. So no joke, I think I smell the bat. I think that Dagger of the Sadistic Cult was kind of exactly what we're looking for. We just need to not take damage, like preferably don't take it immediately, especially. But I'm trying to find a safe path up, and they're few and far between. Baby, ring my bell. You can ring my bell. Still this guy over here? Oh, we've done it! Death Orb, you're too good to me. Slow and steady is winning the friggin' race right now. Look at that. Okay, top of the tower. We really only have 1 fast travel unlocked? After all this time? Ah, well, I mean, there is an elevator close by, so I'll give you that one. I think we are insanely well equipped. I think I might wish to actually productively level our HP. Wow. Which, I think is appropriate right now. But we're healing quite a lot. Like, we take a hit, we heal. We're very lucky. We don't take hits too often. But when we do, there's a certain sense of urgency they apply. Dude, we are just destroying elites. There's no way I'm rocking Spartan sandals here. Somebody be honest with me. Are those sandals a late-game viable item? They seem like kind of a meme. And you know how I feel about memes. He's dropping a scroll! Wasn't the exact scroll I wanted, but hey. Oh, another elite? I'll summon an even larger elite. Where? Another scroll? Oh, he's up there. I see. I see. We're getting no HP out of it now. We approach, like, maximum ridiculousness. Go ahead, take a shot. Take a shot. Almost got me. Wow, he died as soon as he transformed. Ice bow. I don't think we need it. I'm very happy with the ice blast, which doesn't rely on ammo to do a freeze. Okay, so we need a key there. Ice freezing deserves a quiet ice. The episode of the Dead Cells recorded days ago. You guys like REM? Look, we're gonna be spending a lot of time with one another if you're watching these Dead Cell epers. Except, it's not always gonna be a 10 out of 10 commentariat from me. I'm doing my best, but no promises. I will take the opportunity to toot my own horn and suggest that we're doing a very good job. We got a really, really good build on this run now. We should probably just, like, stop upgrading purple, like Gogol Bordello would recommend. Look at that. But, when it's doing so well for us, like, we're just crushing it right now. I don't want to see anything that's not purple. Nah, no damage, +2 ×2, no grappling hook necessary. I'm really happy with my, my existing gadgets. Amazing. Every single word of that was wrong. You fool. You doubled fool. That's alright. We barely healed on this floor after the first little tango. I'm trapped. Secret? No secret. Look at how fast I can do that, though. What a world. Okay, I think we want to go here. I think we've explored pretty much everything else. The run is lying to you. I can't believe it says it's 39 minutes. What are you talking about, 39 minutes? We're 52 minutes into this run. I just get mad, okay, when it suggests that I've spent less time on this run than I have. There might be one other room off to the side here, which is what I figured. You know, as long as we got heals, as long as there's breath in our body, it's a really smart play there. We should go for it. Who knows? More scrolls. We don't have to worry too much about our HP if our heavy turret just kills everything in one hit. Even the ice blast is doing like 50% damage to these guys, which is extremely nice. When you consider that that's going to be like our initiator once we get to the castle. Yeah, don't make me laugh. Wow. We can also use these, like, once every 4 seconds or something. Non-curse chest? Must be my birthday. Not colorless. As a result, you will be recycled. This is, like, setting new records on this run. Most gold we've ever had. Highest damage we've ever dealt, probably. I don't know what hit. Poison hit you there, I guess? Wow. Yeah, this is like 100 out of 10. Infantry bow. Why would you ever roll a cursed sword? Like, the infantry bow for guaranteed crits is kind of tempting, but I'm not going to take it because I'm in love with our existing setup. Is this where we started? The clock room? No. That's just, it looked weird because it was not the highest point anymore. Whoa, big bounce. It's a tough one to mess with. This run's like Texas. You don't mess with it, right? Like, I know we were going to get that repeater crossbow. We just don't need it. I'd rather save my cells. And I don't even know what we're going to try to get next. Because the castle's always a bit of a mess. But, like, we're in such a great spot. Like, I worry that it's going to be too easy to beat the assassin. So you thought I was having a joke. I was not having a joke. RT plus mashing Y equals you melt the boss in 2 seconds. Apparently. So I don't know what you're gonna give me. I'm like a bird, I only beat the boss. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my... We'll upgrade our death orb. It has to do damage against poison or frozen enemies, though, for it to be viable. Where's our dagger? Upgraded Frost Blast, admittedly, is worth something. Maybe we've already upgraded the dagger, I don't know. Frost-related slowdown lasts 4 times as long. Wow, it's like double DPS at the very least. 175 extra damage on a frozen time, so it's just a better version of our existing one. Wow. This is stupid and amazing. If we ever had a chance to beat the castle, it's definitely happening right now. Glad I took the opportunity to do a Dead Cells run today. Yo, don't do that. That's what you do. I was like, we got a little backlog. We got like 2 or 3 days backlog. I don't need to play Dead... Ooh, I don't need to play Dead Cells today if I don't want to. I'm very glad I went through with it, because we have constructed a run of some great exceptionalness. I don't know if I want to be up here. All about coulda and not shoulda, right? It's a crime that they're gonna force me to go back to 15,000 gold. I think I might step away from the computer for a bit. So if you want to know what happened there, I got hooked. I should have dodged, but I thought to myself, subconsciously, there is no way that that hook goes through the wall or under the spikes. And then it did, and then it pulled me into the spikes, and then he smacked me and killed me in 1 hit. So I'm very embarrassed. It is kind of a hilarious death. I'm a little upset with myself and with the wall, but thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Accomplished a lot of new stuff. Died in the worst possible way. I'll see you next time.